Want to make sure we are live. Yes, we are live. We are streaming. Good evening, everybody. My name is Letitia. Welcome to The Heal, and this is a special segment that I enjoy. It is called Let's Talk You. And so what Kadeatrice and I are going to do, we're going to take some time and share this so we can tell everybody that we are live so they can tune in. And as you're coming in, also do the same and tell somebody, Kadeatrice is on The Hill. You know, Kadeatrice is on The Hill, tune in. She on television.
I know, right? Lord, Lord, I'm with Oprah.
Oh my God. I don't know why she...
Lord Jesus, I'm amazing.
Oh God. I ain't got Oprah money, but you know.
Oh God.
I told her, I said, you know, when I get to that status, I'm gonna be like, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
Yes.
It'll be the little toy cars though. I think I got one. Oh, something like that.
Listen.
I get a toy car. Don't y'all worry.
Oh my God.
Don't
Okay.
All right. So we are sharing it right now. Give y'all some time to join in. We are tune in. Right now, give y'all some time. All right. Let's talk you. Make sure y'all are sharing. Tell a friend, tell a foe, tell everybody that you know.
Yes.
That The Hill is on. And you don't want to miss this. Come on in. Hey, everybody that's tuning in right now.
Oh, God is good.
See y'all coming in. Make sure I can see comments. If you have comments that you want to say and tell Kadeatrice while we're on here, y'all feel free. You know, I stop and be reading them. So we are, let me make sure it posted to my
I think I'm getting some feedback.
Use. All right. Yeah, so let's make sure. There it is. There it is. Perfect. Hey, Octavia. You're always so supportive. Shout out to Octavia.
Yes, Octavia. Love you, sis.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for sharing, Octavia. Appreciate you. So, as stated, my name is Letitia. I am the hostess with the mostest. You know, somebody has to have the mostest, and I guess the Lord gave it to me. So I am here. And I am the host of The Heal. I am so glad to have my guest on tonight, author, Amazon, I'm going to say it, best-selling.
Oh, God, I received that.
Yeah, lift your hands, huh?
Yes, Lord.
Best-selling author, children's book. Amen. This is one of many. I'm going to say that too.
Yes.
I ain't asking. I'm just saying this because, you know, I'm pretty sure. Is it one of many?
Yes. Oh. By the grace of God, yes, it will be money.
We are speaking it. Listen, this is, y'all remember the name, all right? Remember the name. If you can't say the first name, I'm going to tell y'all what her nickname. She goes by Lugo Queen because she is a Lugo Queen. And I am so glad to have her here. She is. Oh, listen, it was my pleasure. I saw, first of all, I discovered she was in New York. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes. I thought you was out of town. I was like,
she was like, I thought she was like in the South or something. I'm like, we're literally like, what, 10, 15 minutes away from each other.
That's right.
I'm in Yonkers. She's in the Bronx, like right there. Right there. Like we
We gotta get up.
We have to. And so I am so glad to have her. Her name is Kadeatrice Lugo. She is a children's author, available on Amazon. And the name of the book is When the C Virus Came to Town.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that tonight. But before we talk about that, y'all know how I do. I just like to talk about a bunch of stuff. So, but before we go there, I want you to greet the people and tell them, you know, what you do and who you are and what you like, and all that good stuff.
Okay. I just want to say, yes. I'm so nervous right now, but I just really thank God. My name is Kadeatrice Lugo, and that was When the C Virus Came to Town is my first book that was published on Amazon this past January. And I just did a book signing on 2 Saturdays ago, two, 3 Saturdays ago.
Green balloons and everything, y'all.
Yes. And I, you know, I just thank God it was all his hands.
Yes.
Started out just a poem written on an envelope.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
And then it turned into pages and pages, you know.
Yes.
Wow. Come on, poem written on an envelope. So what do you like to do in your spare time when you're not writing? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to spend time with my children. I like to sing in the choir, you know. Huh?
I said they're so cute.
Oh, thank you, sister.
Oh my gosh.
They love you, you know, they gonna have
y'all know I love the children. Y'all know.
Yes.
Children, we be like this. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, shout out to you and your game night, because we enjoy ourselves when we come on that.
Yes, when they come back, we got to do musical chairs.
Okay, they're gonna love that. But I like singing in the choir. I like to I love children. I just love being around. I'm like you. I can definitely relate. I love to spend time with you know, with children, because you can be yourself around children, and it's no, you know, when there's no judgment. You know what I mean? You can be silly, and it's good. It's okay.
They probably get with you, and then they might look at you like,
yeah, like, okay, like you more silly than me, Miss Lugo.
You went too far. Like, you went further than I would, you know. Like, then they become the grown up. That cracks me up when that happens.
Yes, absolutely. So that's what I love to do in my spare time. If I'm not singing, I'm, you know, writing a poem, or I'm trying to, you know, put down my thoughts, and you know, yeah, that's pretty much what I love to do.
Awesome. I mean, that is awesome. Mary J, she said, continue following your dreams and God's word.
Hey, cuz.
Yes, thank you. Joyce, she said, bless you, Charlene.
Patty, oh, glad Jay on. Thank you.
I'm so glad that y'all are tuning in and supporting her and encouraging her. You know, she's in her first book. So, you know, I pray so many blessings on this endeavor. You know, when you do the first, it's a lot. You know, did you always think you were going to be an author?
No, I did not. I really wanted to be a singer, right? Like, I was like, oh, I want to, you know, when I get older, I want to be a singer. But like we were talking about earlier, like writing is like, it's so many different components to writing. You know, you start out as a poet, and then you start writing songs, and, you know, it's just, it's such a broad spectrum of things that you can do when you write, you know. So I just always thought that I would just be like a singer. But the writing came after I gave my heart to the Lord, and I, you know, started going to church. I really started writing poetry for the church.
Wow.
And yeah, the poems were like really hard hitting, you know, and then it went from there to writing plays. So I wrote a play called Time Is Winding Up.
Uh-oh, come on now.
Come on. And the Lord moved it, and it was like brought back. It was, we did it 1 week, and then they said no, they want it back again, so we had to do it for New Year's, and it was right on time. It was like, time is winding up, because, you know, the ball about to drop.
Yes.
So, yes. So that was just like I really felt like, wow, I could actually see my words come to life. Yeah, that was just a blessing. But it really just started out as singing. I love to songs, you know.
So y'all know, y'all see she keep mentioning singing, so I might have to
no
later. I might have to put on the spot, but like she said, she liked to sing. She said, I want to grow up and be a singer. So like, start going me right now. You know, so
you're the singer. I'll leave that to you. Yes,
we're gonna get a song out of her. We'll see if we get a song out of her later. We'll see. She said, you know, she liked to sing, you know, so we want to see. You know?
Yes, I do.
So we're gonna have to see, you know, the many talents and gifts that the Lord has given upon this woman of God is talented and gifted and everything. Auntie Callie, she's in here all the way in Paris.
Thank you so much. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, she's tuning in. She's on her way to bed, but she stopped through to say congratulations on your book. And TT Brown, she's telling me to make you sing. I sure am, TT Brown. She said, that's great, Evangelist. There's more books to come. Yes, I'm so excited. So you wrote plays, you wrote poems. It's so funny because we have so much in common. As I'm listening, I was the same way. writing plays for my church. You know, I feel like
Wow.
church is like a great outlet for you to be free in your
Yes.
creativity.
Mhm.
And so what was that like? What was the inspiration behind the plays that you wrote, and how did that evolve for you into some, well, poems then evolved into plays. So how did you see that happening for you?
Well, my founder, she was big on like like she was big on like Easter, and she wanted the youth to be so involved. So she put me over the youth. And at that time, you want to give them something to do. And every year you want it to be, bigger than the last year. So that's how it started. And she had went on to meet the Lord along with her daughter, Pastor Sheila, and Pastor Carlene Woods. And now my pastor, Tammy Robinson, Pastor Tammy, I love you. Shout out to you. I hope she's watching. She just, gave me such a space as well to, to be able to explore with the youth. And when I started writing, I was like, well, I think we could do this. But, you want to have the costumes and all of that. And so,
oh yeah, listen, Oriental trading is your friend.
Yes, I'm telling you, for the last minute things. But the youth, they were so on fire. They got me a smoke machine. I was like, oh my God.
All right. Well, y'all did it up.
Yes, I'm telling you, I was not prepared for how big it had, gotten. But like I said, my pastor, she just gave me the platform, and she said, you know what, you guys go for broke, like you can have the floor. And so we did it, and it just came to the light. And it was a blessing, because it was like, I never thought it would have been that big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so after that, it was like, now here goes the pandemic. So, it's just kind of, you feel kind of like, you know what, my dreams are kind of like put on hold right now.
Right.
I just delve into work, going to work, and being around the children. And then they went to remote learning. And after they went to remote learning, that's how this came about, like this book, because it was like, it was so fresh and new. We didn't know how to reach the children, because they kept saying, "Oh, Miss Lugo, we're coming back. We're coming back to school." And I was like, "No, we're not. Like, we don't know when." So my teacher said, "We have to find some kind of literature or something on it." And I said, "I'll write something."
Wow.
And that's how it came. And it was funny to me. It was, I just a couple of rhyming words, but yeah. That was just, I'm laughing now.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny because this pandemic has really stretched everybody into different areas. Yes. It has put God has put us and shifted us in different avenues that we would have never explored before the pandemic. So it's like God has a way of getting our attention. Like the heal would never be. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like it would have never been. But for the pandemic, like it would have never. I mean, and I'm wearing a shirt, and I would have never had a clothing line, but for this pandemic. So I mean, it's amazing to see, how
it's done.
Right, and you think your dreams were on hold, but really God is, shifting you into new dreams. And
now you're preaching. Now
no.
Come on. Yes, Lord. Amen. That's what I want to say is amen. Yes, Lord.
It's just something to think about, like if you think about it, like we would have never done the stuff that we're doing now. This pandemic has caused us to look within, sometimes pay attention to that. And ministry has shifted for everybody. Like everybody has a new way of reaching people and finding out that there are different ways to reach people, not just in word, but also in deed, in songs, hymns, spiritual songs, and books. There's so many different ways to reach people. And when you are in tune to the voice of God, and it's like God was preparing you for this moment with the poems and plays that you wrote to be able to then produce this book that would be able to communicate on a children's level on a pandemic that is, taking over the entire world, literally taking over the entire world. So how did you start the book? What was your process in writing and on a children's you know, in layman terms, I guess I should say. How did you do that?
Well, in my class, I work for Hostess Community College Children's Center in the Bronx. And so part of like our everyday routine is like coming together and getting new things, like they'll have like a song about what they learned. So they'll have to learn the song and we kind of make it up, we'll take a beat from another song and we'll just kind of put it together, right? So I had been doing that with my lead teacher, Ms. Marlene. She really was like, Leah, let's write something. But when it came down to this pandemic, it was just like putting what I thought they needed to know into words, right? So I wrote out a couple of, things, but my thing is, I don't know if this is to anybody else, but I always have to rhyme. I don't want to always rhyme, but I always rhyme. And
I think we have a rapper on our hands too.
Oh no. No, right? It's on beboxing and everything.
Right up. Break it down.
That's all I need, right? It was like, them church mothers gonna be like,
You're gonna be rapping the book when the C virus came to town.
Exactly.
Oh, you wait till I get this book delivered to my house.
I'm telling you, listen. So it was rhyming, and I was like, okay, well, it's a kind of catchy, rhythm to it, so the kids can pick up on it. And so my director of Hostess, my assistant director, she told me, because a couple other teachers said that they wanted to borrow the book. They said, oh, can we use it for our class? And that's when she kind of pulled my coat on it. She was like, listen, now you write and you need to, make sure you have your own copy, your master copy of it or whatever. So then that's when I said, okay. But lo and behold, a year later, I'm in school for my CDA, and my professor, Teresa Perez, she said, we have to collect 10 books about different genres, like religion, everything. You have to pick 10 books as part of your project. And she said, is anybody in here right? And so I said, God, why you putting my business?
Everywhere you turn.
I know. I was like, well, I wrote something, So she was like, okay, well, you're going to share with the class. And I was so nervous. I don't know why. I was just like extremely nervous. And so we sitting here like me and you, and there's always little faces in the cubicles. And I'm like, oh, Lord. And everybody was like, if you publish that, I will buy it. Oh, I love the way you broke down the C virus. And I said, wow. She said, you better get on it. You need to publish. So
look at that. I'm telling you, the Lord just exposing the daughter. He just just ripping the cover from under her.
Yes. I said, I can't hide. I wasn't
even. You can't hide.
Yeah.
You can't hide. I mean, it's inevitable when he gives you something. When God gives you something, I mean, it's just so many things, that you discover. When God gives you something, he doesn't give it to you with you trying to figure out how you're going to do it. He already has the way made. Yes. So he gave you the book. He already knew the path that you were going to take. He had it already laid out for you, so that you just walked right into the purpose that you had. Please do not cry. Please don't.
I can't, because now, you talk about it, and it's like, wow, this is like really happened to me, It's like, oh my God, I really didn't see this happening. And even then, when she said, get on it, I'm like, okay, give me a couple of weeks. But I really was just like, let me just get the CD out the way. And then I started Googling certain things, and Amazon. I mean, YouTube. YouTube is like a blessing. You know what I mean? And so I was just, looking up different things. And my cousin Tima, shout out to her. I called her up because her son wrote a book as well, and he's young, and he got his published. So I said, could you help me out? Yeah. He did a book, The Mind of an Entrepreneur. The kid that wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I said,
oh wow,
yeah. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna look into how to do this. And Fiverr was my source. Like, I don't draw, so my illustrative came from Fiverr. And God bless, shout out to him, because he's all the way in the Philippines somewhere. But
come on, Philippines, you better be attaining these international artists.
Yes. Come on. I'm telling you.
Who drew that?
Because Lord knows they would have had stick figures.
And lines. It'd been like, this is.
Come on, crooked as ever. They said, how you a teacher and you know how to draw? I don't know how to draw. I just, is that a prerequisite for teaching? You need that? Yeah, you have to have some kind of artistry or something.
Wow,
Because
really?
you have to do your boards and all of that. But
I'll get some heart shapes and some shit.
that's
Some
me.
cutouts.
That's me.
That's what y'all gonna get, some cutouts.
Yes, so that was it. But once I got in contact with him, and then another young man, I believe he's in Africa, he did my manuscript. And I just encourage people just to go for it. Like, you don't know everything overnight, but you kind of get things as you go along. And, just, he said, we have not because we ask not. And I just begin to ask,
And it shall be given.
Yes, come on. See, now I got to get you an offer now. Yes, sis, yes. So that was just it. And Amazon pretty much helps you along the way. Like, it lets you know what they'll accept and what they won't. And then a couple of weeks, my cousin called me. She said, listen, your book is ready to purchase. And
wow. So what did it feel like? What did it feel like? Walk us through the process when you were holding your book in your hand for the first time.
Oh my gosh. And when I held my book, it still was not real to me. It was not, because my copy didn't come in. I purchased my own copy, but it didn't come in yet. My husband purchased a copy of it. It came in and I held it and I said, oh my God, my book. When it really set in for me.
Aww.
When it was a young lady from my class, and she sent me a video of it being read in the classroom.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. You're gonna make me cry.
Listen, I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize. That is awesome. Listen, that's major.
That was my moment. That was like, I don't know why the book holding it wasn't really, I don't know. It was just like, yes, I got my book. But when I heard the teacher saying, wash your hands, and I'm like, oh, those are my words. Like,
those are your words.
Yes, So that's when I kind of like fell out. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
It became real. Like, I guess this is not just a paper or the envelope and poem or this little book with staples and in a binder or something like that. This is a published book that is making its way now. It's beyond you.
Oh God, yes.
It has grown legs and taken on wings and
I like that metaphor. So yes.
It's available everywhere. And I honestly, the way you're reacting is the way I reacted with my first song. So I was like,
your video. When I saw your video, I said, oh my God, she can relate.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. So I know. I mean, ugly crying. I mean, everything. I was like, I was trying to do it cute like I do on television, but it wasn't happening for me.
No, let it out.
It wasn't happening for me. So, and so that's why I wanted to ask you how that felt for you, because it's honestly though a feeling that never gets old. So when your next book and your next book and the next book, it's not anything that is going to be numb to you. You're not going to be numb to that feeling. And this is why God uses people that have your spirit, like they always will remain humble and they know that this is not something that I would have done. God didn't, he could have chosen any author to write when the C virus came to town, but he chose someone who had never written a book before to write a book, so it's not about, and I always say this is not, God does not call the qualified, he qualifies the called. I always say that because
thank you, Jesus.
That I don't always feel worthy to do some of the things that he calls me to do. I don't I don't feel like I am, prepared enough or talented enough, or I've been in this thing enough. In a huge industry, music. I mean, music is like crosses genres, and you want me to do a song, and like everybody's out here writing books, and you want Kadeatrice to, write a book, need up you. And it's just the fact that he chose you for this time, for this purpose, and not to just minister to just anybody, but to minister to children, and to really get into their minds. And, and I can't wait to get the book. I'm going to order it tomorrow. I'm gonna give it to my nieces and my nephew, so that they can enjoy the book. My mom homeschools them, so That'll be
that's a blessing.
yeah, she well, I was homeschooled too, so she's been homeschooling she's been a
Awesome.
homeschool for over 20 years, over 30 years now. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta holler at you then. Yes, because I'm very much interested in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of it was funny because when the pandemic happened, and everybody had to go to remote learning, it wasn't an adjustment for the kids because they were already homeschooled. So it was a transition for them.
What you crying about?
Yeah, right. The only thing that they had to adjust was that they were home. Like they had to actually stay home because they would come to my mom's. They would come here. And so they actually had to literally remotely learn. So they were on like group FaceTime and stuff. So
yeah, so they were remote too, but in a different.
Yeah, so they were really remote. But but other than that, I can't wait for them to, get the book and enjoy it. And my niece just learned. My niece is the third one, Jaquela. I think she's just learning to read. So that'll be a perfect book for her to read about, So I'm just really excited for you, all of these endeavors, these doors that are going to open for you. That is just the beginning. I mean, it's crazy how when you do something for the first time, it really catapults you into your next, and it literally sets you up for your next. So it's like just don't stop writing, because something is going to open that is going to prepare you for the next, and then the next, and then the next, because your audience is going to grow. And then your spirit is very magnetic because you have the Spirit of God. So everybody is going to be drawn to this. You're not just any author, but you're a saved author, you're a Christ believing author. So, it's a whole nother level.
Oh,
it's a whole nother level.
Yes, Lord.
Changing the game, y'all. Changing the game.
Come on. Lord, you take the wheel. Yes, Lord.
Take the wheel, Jesus. Listen, I said that before we started. I was like, Lord, take it from her hand because she's driving and she's nervous.
Oh, God, yes. But you make me feel so comfortable. So I was like, oh, God.
No need to be nervous. It's just me. I ain't got no sense no way. So,
Yes.
It works. It works. I'm just, I'm really glad for this. How was your book signing? How did that go in Battery Park? What was that like?
Oh my God, that was so new. And I learned a lot because sometimes you can, even if you Google book signings, you won't really get a gist of really what a book signing like. Sometimes you just think people would just be lined up. I was like, they go, once they see a setup.
Yeah, they're gonna stop through, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, but that's reality.
It was like you got to put in the work, like, which is not a problem, but I had to get out of that, my comfort zone of not speaking out so much. I don't know these people, but it was just you
have to put yourself out there.
Yes, you do. You're very vulnerable because it's like people have said, "Oh, that costs too much." Oh,
especially in New York, where we have a habit of walking past people just because. Like, soon as we see you out of our peripheral vision, trying to get our attention, we really trying to be dead in our phone, like.
Yeah, be like, oh, what, you got to pay for that? Okay, I'm good. Yes.
Yeah, we're really good for that. So
yes, I learned my lesson. I kind of saw it from a different perspective. I had a lot of help. Shout out to my sisters that came on out, to help me, and my sister. Even my mother was out there, like, calling out. My aunt came. It was just like the more people, it was like they were just coming. After a while, they started coming, and it was a blessing because when I first set up and I was just getting everything prepared, it was a mother and a child there, and she was like, "I want to buy the book now." I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't even completely set up," and she bought the book, and then she went, and was like dear to my heart. She actually set a ways off and was reading it to her child.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm telling you, it don't get no better than that. Like,
yes.
It does not get any better than that.
No. It's everything is a plus. And the book itself, but then all of this other stuff is like, wow.
Right. God, every experience is going to be, it's always like, oh my God, it can't get no better than that. And then something else happens like, oh my God, it can't get no better than that. And something, oh my God,
Yes. Like, God, what are you gonna do next? Like, I'm just so listen, I'm so happy and I'm just so satisfied with my Savior, if I can say that, because he's just done, if he doesn't do anything else, he's like, to me, he surpassed everything I would have even thought. You know what I mean?
Really, so. Because I mean, he made an author out of you. I mean, you were already an author, but it just came out,
Yes, like I don't know, like what was, and I thank God it's something that you said that really touched my heart. This pandemic, it's a lot of negativity, with when you think of the word pandemic, when you think of just everything everybody's went through, but it's like this, God took this to start something new in me, because I was going through a lot, you know what I mean, even prior to this pandemic, you know what I mean, my kids in school, I wasn't home, I had to work, and God literally, I remember being on the train in tears, like, God, you got to do something. I can't keep going like this, like a locomotive.
Yeah.
Literally stop time. Like that's all I can say. It came to
he put us all on vacation.
Come on, I said, Lord, you want to tell me my Father would not provide? He will not make a way? Yes, he did. Glory to God. He made a way out of no way, literally. And he's taken me from feeling inadequate, in my own self, always feeling like I wasn't enough, to actually feeling like I can do something. I accomplished something. I finished something. You know what I mean? So I thank God.
All things through Christ, which
come on, sis.
Anyway, so
listen, preach it, Lord have mercy. Amen. You wear your other hat. See,
I guess so. I guess I may as well. But I mean, it's just amazing though, because God has a way of doing that to us and putting us in these positions.
Oh, yes.
And I'm telling you, I listen to you and I think about the Heal, and I think about my own life and the songs and all of that. Like none of this would have happened but for experiences. Are without a test, there's no testimony.
That's right. Amen.
But what are we going to say? How are we going to really tell about the goodness of God if we don't really go through anything?
That's right.
We can't tell God is a healer if we've never been sick. We can't tell that God is a provider if we've never been in need. So, if and the fact that you have no experience in being an author, like I have no experience in being an artist or an independent artist, anything like that, but yet God is like, here you go. I'm like,
yes. Take
what?
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are, and stand out here and stand out there in your truth and be who you are, and it will reach the audience it's supposed to reach and affect the people that it needs to affect. So I'm glad that you allowed yourself to be that vessel that God could use for this moment. He needed somebody to write a children's book about coronavirus. And I honestly think this is the first book I've ever seen, children's book I've ever seen really? About coronavirus. I honestly think so. I don't think I've seen one about coronavirus. I don't even think I probably may have seen the 30-second commercial.
Oh God, it's a few out there, and it's one that's close to my name. It's like when the C virus came home or something. Like it's a little different in title, but it's
I'm like, I said, I don't think I've ever seen a book about the Rona. Okay, a book about the Rona. So.
Yes, right. I gotta put a little roller to it at the end.
I mean, it's. I can't wait to get it. I promise I'm going to order this book tomorrow, and I am going to post it to the stories and share it, because y'all know that's what I do around here. I get it all. I get it all. I support, and I'm really excited to see what's next. I already saw that you were on Bronx Net. You were on television. You was.
That's what I told you. I don't know. Somebody gonna pinch me, and I'm gonna get up from.
I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe I booked my interview with her personally. Next time she come, I'm gonna have to go to her publicist, the secretary."
No,
Like, oh God, what's the email? I gotta pay the honorarium.
No, this is family right here.
I think I'm on a book tour. I'll be like, Lord, can I? What's the availability? Yeah.
Listen, I'm like, This is family. I thank God for the Hill. This is very much needed.
Thank God for you. We thank God for you, because it is we always enjoy when you come on, and kids, we always have a great time with them. So when I saw that this was something that you had ventured out and done, I was like, oh, I got to share this with the Hill family and with everybody that I know and that, that watches, because you just never know who's watching.
That's right.
And I posted that as a status. You just really never know who's watching, and you never know. I have a business. This is a business page, so you're able to see the people that it reaches, like the number of people that it reaches. So you don't know who those people are on the other end. So
right, analytics of it.
Right, it's just an amazing thing to be able to worship God and share of all the things that can be done and that people that are doing, for God, even in the midst of this pandemic. Nobody said like this pandemic made you had to go home and sit and just wait for it to be over.
That's right.
Because that's what the person with the one talent did. He went and he buried it and was
come on.
Because you was a little mean. So, I had to wait until the pandemic was over before I could go back into, no, we were able to use what we had.
That's right.
Thank what we had. And God took our little and made it much. Little becomes much.
Come on.
Hands of so
I love that. Yes. Come on now. You didn't Lord, I'm telling you, I'm taking in everything you say. It's just so encouraging. Yes.
Listen, I'm being blessed by this. I mean, blessed by your boldness, because it just goes to show when you do something, you don't have to be prepared to do it. You don't have to be ready to do it. You just do it,
Just do it. That's right.
Watch how God does the rest,
Yes.
Just the first step. You don't have to see the whole staircase. So let her be an encouragement to you. She released her first book on Amazon. And you know what she was doing? Y'all heard her. She said, I didn't know what I was doing. I called somebody and said, how I do this? And how
That's right.
It just all fell into place.
That's right. That's right. I'm telling you.
Don't let the fact that you don't have A to Z planned out stop you from making the first step. Just do it and watch how God puts you in the place of the people that can give you the tools that you need to fulfill the plan that He has given to you. So I tell you, I'm a witness to it. This is not my interview, but I'm a witness to it. So I've seen it personally in my own life, how God has literally orchestrated and put me in the place of people that I need to get to the next thing.
That's right. He connects people. Right.
Connects you to the people that you need, and up for somebody writing a book prior to you that you would have been able to connect to and all that stuff. You wouldn't have been able to, but he just put it all together.
That's the truth. Shout out to Robert Parker, Brother Parker, because I didn't know about the Hill. And he put me on, he just shared it. And I came on one night and I saw y'all in worship, and next night was game night. And I said, oh, I love this. Yes. Oh, yes. So
Deacon Parker, that's our chairman. He's the only chairman of the Deacon Board.
He is. Oh, I love him. Yeah, listen, because he shared it that night, and look how God brought us together. So
God brought us together and is able to put you on this platform to share your book with us, and with everybody. And you just never know who it's going to reach, and the orders that will come through, because a lot of times when things happen in the world, the children are mostly affected because they don't really understand. And so you kind of break it down, because a lot of death was attached to and is attached to this pandemic. Is a lot of death. So, and children their age as well, are dying from this pandemic. So to be able to explain it on their level where they can understand it, helps them to be more knowledgeable on how to take care of themselves, to protect themselves against it as well. So
that's true.
Is very important. This is very useful. It's a necessary tool to have. So if there's anybody watching, I want to tell you right now, go and get this book. It is on Amazon. And can they get it from you? Oh, look at it. When the C virus came to town.
Yes.
Glossy, it's shining.
Yes.
I love it. And can they get signed copies if there's a way to get signed copies from you, or is it Amazon? They can if they're New York, they can get it signed.
They can, yeah, they can go on Amazon if they want to just purchase the book. It's it's available on Amazon. But if you would like a signed copy, then you can go to my Cash App on I'm gonna put my Cash App in the chat. But if you go to my Cash App, yeah,
what is
it's $ capital K, Kadeatrice.
All right.
And Lugo, capital Lugo.
All right. Kadeatrice. Yes, I do that. All
Yeah.
right. So Cash App her for a signed copy. All right. And then hit her up and give her your address.
Yes. And then I will mail it out to you.
She's gonna mail it out to you. So matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sign a copy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a signed copy. You can sign it for me. I like signed copies. You know, it makes make me feel official.
Yes, like, you know, I know her. Like, you know, listen,
I know her. She signed mine.
Yes, exactly. So
tomorrow, I'm gonna inbox you tomorrow and be like, all right, I'm gonna Cash App you. I'm gonna give you my address, and then you
can. Yes, anytime. I'll send it out the same day. I'm trying to get some out this week. So
yeah, so those of you that are in the comments, if y'all want a copy, you can go to Amazon and look it up. Or if you want a signed copy, hit her up. She's on Facebook as a Lugo Queen. So you can hit her up in her inbox, send her a Cash App, and she will mail out your autographed book to you. If you like me and you want to be all official and be like, I knew it, I got a person.
That's right. I'll put something personal to you. Yes.
Yes, that's why I like autograph, because you know, anytime somebody asked me this, and it was the first experience for me. They was like, I want you to sign my CD. I was like, really? And I was writing little messages and stuff, because you know, it's so personal when somebody wants your autograph. That's major, you know. And I was like, I'm not gonna just screw up. Like, thank you for supporting my song.
Yes.
And I hope that is something like Tish. We don't need all.
And with love always. That was me. I was like, what do I write? I had to Google that too.
Listen, let it just come from the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let it flow. They don't really care. You know, they just want to know that they, you know, that you signed it. Yeah, whatever it is. Like, you know, just do you. You don't go wrong doing you, you know.
That's right. That's true.
You give us who you are, because can't nobody duplicate that. So
that's right. That's true. That's one way to think about it. That's the absolute truth.
You just write with the first thing that come off the top of your noggin. That's all.
That's right. That's what
that's what you do. That's what you do. Shout out to our administrator. She is putting all your information in the comments for
thank you.
When the C Virus Came to Town by Kadeatrice Lugo, to purchase Amazon, and then Cash App her for a signed copy. Come on here, Asha.
Yes. Come on, I felt it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I am so glad that you took this time out to chat with me about your book. I always like to, you know, talk to the people that are doing such great things, to give the audience insight behind the person, you know, behind the author, behind the singer, because you know, they see that, and they have like this, you know, idealized version of who they think a person is, and you know, or they'd be like, oh, she's untouchable, or oh, he's untouchable. So I like to do this so that they can see, oh, she's just like me, or I could relate, you know.
And you can do it too. That's the truth.
And it's doable. We are regular people, y'all, because people referring to me like, oh, you a superstar. No,
listen. I still call you Oprah.
She called me Oprah at the beginning of the show, y'all. She's like, I'm sitting with Oprah. I don't know.
Yes, listen, I'm telling you, this is just like you told me. This is just the beginning. So
well, you know, I received that too, right? She's like, we're gonna go on TV. I'm like, no. She was like, you know, Tish, I could watch you on TV. I'm like, I don't need no television.
Yes,
I got no sense in front of this computer, and it's gonna get worse than television, you know.
Oh God, you're gonna be ready. You do great. I'm telling you. I've seen your interviews. Yes.
Thank you so much. Well, I'm glad that y'all accept. I always, I don't take it lightly when people say yes to me, because it is such an honor to be able to talk about the things that you're doing with somebody like me, So I'm just, the fact that you took the time out to just, sit and talk to this little bushy haired girl about your book, that means a lot. Yes.
No, this means a lot to me. This is an open door, and I thank God for it. Thank God for you.
This is the beginning of many. I hope this is the beginning of. I mean, listen, you already on television already, so you're on Bronx Net. Now she's on the Hill, y'all.
Oh God!
The comments, y'all. When she posted that she was going to be on the Hill, somebody was like, "Oh, can you come and talk to the high schoolers?" I was like, "Lord, she's in high school."
That was my professor. That's the one that told me to write it. I mean, to.
My God.
God is so good.
I was like, book tour. Here we go. Book tour.
Oh my God.
She's gonna need a whole team telling you I'm gonna have to go through loops and bounds to get her there next time. Be like, hey, Kadeatrice, you remember me? I'm the little girl that the bushy can't remember bushy hair.
I'll be like, let her through. Please let her through. No. No. Listen.
Ready. You got it.
No. I'll be like, listen. That's my sister. Listen, when I was nothing, I'm still nothing. Lord have mercy.
Listen, we both nothing. How about that? We nothing together.
Yes.
Nothing's together.
And look at God, right? In the midst of it all.
Look at him. Oh my God. We up here cutting up. I told you, we gonna cut up. This is what we do.
Oh God. I feel so good. Thank you, Lord.
I'm glad too. See, I told you, I was like, you're gonna feel better as we go on. She was nervous. I was like, no, see, this ain't one of them kind of interviews. I'm gonna tell you right.
Yes. I was like,
Lord. All the other interviews, you may be nervous. I don't know if you feel better after those, but you may be nervous.
Yes. I just feel so free. I'm like, ooh, like a phone call,
Right. That's right. That's exactly what it is. I said this is just like the Hill on Wednesdays and Saturdays, except for it's just you. That's
right.
You gonna talk. You tonight.
Yes. I like that. Oh God.
Spotlighting on you. And I'm so glad. We're so happy on behalf of the Hill. I know the Hill family. I can speak for them. We are so happy for your endeavors and everything. We have a lot of children that are a part of the Hill as well. So I'm gonna make sure I tell the parents, get this book and read it as a bedtime story for your kids. And because it rhymes, y'all better bebop when y'all read this book.
That's right. Put a little bop to it.
We need to do when the C virus came to town challenge, and see who can do the coolest little bebop, the wop wop on that book.
That would be cool. Yes.
Yeah. You should start it. You should start it. Let's go. Put some creative juices to it and let them know.
Yes.
That would be cool. So funny. That would be funny to see. I would.
Yes. I'll be here for it.
Listen, y'all heard it here first. So y'all get the book, read it to your children, and share it with a friend. Tell them to also get it. And I'm gonna get it tomorrow. I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to see it. It looks so show it again, show the book again, show them how glossy and shiny it looks. Look at that, y'all. Look at that.
All that.
Look at that. It's glaring. It's doing that glare thing. Look, you can almost see your reflection.
Exactly, right?
See yourself in this book.
Oh God.
When the C virus came to town with children's author, well, I'm just going to say author because I'm sure she's going to write many more books and they're going to be for children and everybody all together. So I'm just going to say author Kadeatrice C. Lugo, and her book is available on Amazon. Y'all make that book a bestseller, all right? Y'all go and support that book. Go do it. All right.
Yes.
So, and if you want a signed copy, make sure you inbox her. Kadeatrice, is there anything else you want to say to us and to the audience?
Go after your dream. Go after your dream. Don't let anybody naysayers come and tell you that it can't happen. It's too late in life. That's another thing. Just go after your dream. Believe God and go after your dream.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me here.
Now you need juice.
Oh, no.
Oh wait, I got a bottle of water. Here it is. I got some water. Now Poland Spring, they're not paying me to do this, so I'm gonna cover their label. You got some?
Okay. Oh, thank you. I received it.
When we do this in person, then I'll really have some water.
Yes.
So, oh my gosh, we got some comments. Dre Betterman, sorry. He said, yes, cuz. Louise Brown says, awesome book. Congratulations. Thank y'all for tuning in and supporting her. She really appreciates it. I appreciate it. Again, my name is Letitia. I am the host of The Heal, and Kadeatrice allowed me to be able to sit down and talk to her today, and that means a lot to me. A lot. Yes. And her book is out and available now. I was about to say on all digital outlets. No.
Oh God.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at the Lord. See, that's why I was about to say on all digital outlets, because I was thinking of a song. And you was almost got away.
I was going to hit the door like.
Listen, I would have started this live right back and be like, y'all, come back.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
So she gonna sing for y'all.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a little snippets now, okay?
All right, come on. Go ahead, give us a little snip. Not too short now, but give us
okay. Okay, something I can sing real quick. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, here we go. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth. He said he will not suffer thy foot to be moved. The Lord that keepeth thee, he will not slumber nor sleep. For the Lord is thy keeper, the Lord, he is thy shade upon thine right hand, upon thine right hand. And no, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. He shall preserve thy soul, even forevermore. And that's it. You was in the worship hall.
Y'all, she let the devil use her right there. Y'all see how she did that? Right there. Let's just
I didn't want to hold up too much time. I didn't want to take up too much time.
Where? Whose time? Yours? We was fine. Did she take up y'all's time?
Oh God.
Y'all's time get taken up? No, their time didn't get taken.
Oh God.
My help. There you go.
Come on, we can do that harmony together. Okay. Okay. My help.
Yes.
My help. All of my help. All of my help coming from the Lord.
My help.
Sing it out, sis.
My
help.
My help.
Hey.
All of my help coming from the Lord. Yes.
Glory. Hallelujah.
Yes, that is the song, Lord.
Yes, Lord. Oh God.
The Lord is definitely working in you, cousin. Yes,
yes.
Your cousin said he got saved all over again.
Oh God, to God be the glory.
All over again. He did his first works over.
Oh my God,
sister.
Listen.
Won't he do it? Don't take much time. Don't take no much time.
Listen, we gotta do a duet, sis. I love that. Oh Lord.
I mean, your voice is so beautiful.
Okay, no. You was hitting that note. I said, let me leave it to her. She get that high note.
You hit it too. You got us all the way to it. I was like, all right.
I said, wait a minute. Let me, you on.
She's like the Uber. You wouldn't want to ride with her because she'd be like, this is my exit down there, and she'd drop you off 3 exits down and be like, walk the rest of the way. That's what you did with that song.
For that amount of pay, listen, this way you gonna go.
You was like, I'm not going that way. You walk the rest of the way. I'm gonna leave you there, and you hum the rest of the way. This song.
He said, "Girl, they here to talk about the book, not the song, girl."
She was about to gyp us. She was about to gyp us.
Oh God, I thank God for you. I feel so good. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight, Lord. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. I feel so good. Oh God, I appreciate this.
I feel good too, and I'm sure everybody on here feels good. Sharon Jackson said that was an uplifting selection, cousin. It was so timely. All of our help comes from the Lord.
Yes.
Lift up your eyes. Keep looking up. That's where your help comes from. Your help comes from the Lord. It doesn't come from, and it sure enough don't come from them stimulus checks, because they all on. But your help,
come on, that's right. It
comes from the Lord. So I tell you, if you're not encouraged just because you just didn't watch, you didn't.
Yes.
You didn't tune in, because it's impossible not to feel encouraged after not only what she said, her testimony, how she stepped out on faith and released her first book, but the song that she sang as well. And just the encouraging words, don't give up on your dreams. Don't let the naysayers stop you. I mean, she was just dropping bombs, you know. She was dropping nuggets with their sweet and sour sauce, you know.
Oh, come on. Yes, Lord.
Well, oh gosh, thank you so much for this. This was so amazing. And you all can catch this replay. It's going to be on the Heels page here. We have shared it to all of our pages, so I hope you also shared it with your family. And if you know somebody that may not be on Facebook, tell them to check us out on the Heel on YouTube, because the interview will be on there as well. I'm literally, as soon as this is over, I'm gonna upload it like right there. So you can go right onto the YouTube channel and you'll be able to see her interview and everybody else that we've had on Let's Talk You. We've had some wonderful people, and I'm glad she is one of them. So thank you. Thank you. So if you are new to this platform, we will be right back here on Saturday night. We're going to play some games. So if you're ready to cut up, if y'all ready to see this again, just come right on back at 7 p.m. And we all going to be on here playing games and having a great time. And then Monday nights at 6 p.m., my guest will be on Let's Talk You will be Ernest Billups. And so he is a great friend of mine. He's also an independent artist and has a lot of music out. So I cannot wait for you all to meet him and hear his testimony. He has an amazing testimony too. Just
yes.
Can't wait. So y'all stay tuned. We got so much going on here, and thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Kadeatrice.
Thank you, sis.
My pleasure. And I'm telling you, the next book and the next book and the next book and songs, plays, and all that stuff you release, just let me know. We're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about it. All right.
Okay. I'm here for it. All right.
Good night, everybody. Until next time. Good night.
Thank you for tuning in, everyone. Thank you.